Do you need medical attention, Avery?
I won't refuse, sir. I don't feel that good these days.
Here is your prescription. You'll feel better soon enough.
Thank you very much, sir.
Goodbye, Avery.
Of course, Mr.
Hello again,
Jonathan!
Do you need my medical attention, Mother?
Oh, you know I always refused to let you listen to my chest, son. It always seemed awkward, even when I felt ill.
I think you should take this. You'll feel better.
I'm not sure I'll ever feel better, but thank you, my son.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son.
That takes care of that.
Jonathan, my dear, bring me my glasses. I feel like reading.
I don't know where your glasses are. I don't think I can bring her glasses. That'd be kind of cool. She also was reading already, so... We got... Oh, it's on the other side. Oh, yeah. Oof, that's going to be tricky. I need to heal everyone. It's unbelievable. Carol. Please don't be down there. Oh, hi. Yeah, you're going to need to wait. Is she moving? Oh, man, she isn't moving. Oh, crap.
It's locked, all right. Good evening, Miss...
You know you can...
What is your opinion of Aloysius Dawson?
His recovery is remarkable. As for the wall he's planning to build around the district, I don't see the harm in wanting to be safe behind a great barrier.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Price?
Oh yes, I feel so oppressed lately. And tired and feeble, too. Thank you so much, Doctor. You're always so considerate.
I'm just doing my job.
Perhaps. But I have always been grateful for your concern, you know.
Goodbye for now.
I'm concerned about your doctor as well, but... Yeah, she's not getting out of there. That's weird. She has a weird path.
Murders to investigate them all. Doctor...
Have you recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
I heard he intends to build some sort of wall to protect the West End. Giant open-air prison. I quite like the idea.
Do you need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm afraid I may have caught something. I don't feel too well.
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I really appreciate it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello again, Doctor.
Have you any recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
I try not to listen to gossip or rumors. Unlike my brother, I am only interested in facts.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Indeed. I've never been good at explaining my feelings, but I can tell when my body is hurting me.
You have nothing to be worried about. You should recover by taking this.
Sounds so easy to fight disease. Too bad it's not the same making people smile again.
It's just fatigue.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker.
T-posing. Okay, he's dead.
Good evening, Mr. Baker.
Why do I always have feelings of deja vu when I talk to you?
Have you any recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
The wall he is planning to build around the West End worries me. How could we leave this city if we're trapped inside?
Yeah, he does want to leave, doesn't he? Also, fair point.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I'm afraid I do. I knew we should have left London.
I don't want to appear tactless, but you're risking your health by remaining outside at this hour of night.
Says the doctor who also works outside at night. But as always, the imprudent person enjoys the company of their fellows.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Let's, let me make sure Carol's not back up. Nope, she's still down there. Let's go to that other guy. I don't remember his name.
I see terrible trials awaiting in the future. Good evening, Jonathan Reed.
Have you any news concerning Aloysius Dawson?
The cards told me the old man finally got himself an extension. I hope you made the right choice, Jonathan.
Do you require medical attention?
If you don't mind.
You'll feel better after taking this.
Thank you very much. I feel better already.
Goodbye, sir.
I rarely wander.
He felt better. It didn't even take the drug. He was already feeling better. Hour of having a doctor giving you medicine. What's going on? I was looking for Carol. These guys are going somewhere.
We should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go? Anywhere. Anywhere that isn't here. And what is that, by the way? A safer place? A less strange place? And where would that be? Life is strange. And we are alive. For now, yes. But for how long? If we decided to flee, we should be far from town already. All right. But where would we go?
What conclusion could I possibly take from there? Agamemnon and Pericles Baker have opposing explanations about their current situation. Is that what I got? Because I knew that already. Gents, I want to talk to you. Hey, talk to me.
Good evening, Mr. How long have you been waiting for this man?
Sometimes I feel as though I've been waiting for him for ages. Perhaps it is my role in life to wait for him. Not a pleasant thought.
It could be dangerous for you, waiting here all night.
That's quite true. But what other choice do we have? We are waiting here until we finally go.
Mr. Baker, I have met many strange people during my life, but you are definitely one of the strangest.
Really? I don't feel particularly odd or weird. All I want to do is leave. What's wrong with that?
Why are you still waiting for this person?
What would be the point of going before meeting the man, as he's going to help us leave?
That makes sense, yes.
Tell me more about your strange feelings towards the city.
I would be happy to describe them, but it's too hard to explain with mere words what I'm feeling. It's unclear, too confused.
Go on, please.
Where should I start? The world is chaos. Men go mad, and nature itself runs roughshod over us all.
This is not the first time mankind has faced a deadly epidemic or a war.
Men kill each other, while nature decides to kill them all. I don't know what scares me the most. Do you?
The madness of men worries me, of course, but I understand it. The wrath of nature is far more terrifying, however, since we don't understand that.
Are things less frightening once we understand them? That would seem logical, but comprehension can also bring despair.
Pericles, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Perhaps it's time to leave. Perhaps we should stay a little longer. How can I tell?
And where exactly are you thinking of going?
In a place where I will finally have that feeling, to be where I belong. The world has to be meaningless chaos to make such a heaven plausible.
I got all of his lines.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Too many murders to investigate them all. But they will not be forgotten.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Tell me, how long have you been waiting here?
I can't say for sure, since I have no watch. But the night is still young, and I am not tired.
Is that the most honest answer you can give me?
Yes, I think so. Why does it irritate you, sir? Is comprehension really that important to you?
I'm a scientist. I try my best to understand things. I know the world has to obey unbreakable rules.
You know, or you want the world to obey such rules?
I know one thing. I do not understand who you are.
And it's better that way. What kind of life would we live if we could summarize a person in a few words or a few lines?
What are you really afraid of, Agamemnon?
The problem is, it's precisely what I don't know that frightens me. So I suppose I can't really answer your question.
Interesting that it's thematically... It might be the result of the other question.
If you finally manage to leave London, where do you intend to go?
A happy place, that's for sure. A place where I can smile because I know the next day will be better than the previous one.
Such a place doesn't exist. There are never any guarantees that tomorrow will be a better day.
That would mean I have no hope left, and I just can't accept such a conclusion.
It would mean that, but I can see where it's coming from.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
Anyway, Carol. Man, that made a noise. Carol's up here.
Dr. Reed.
Good
I
evening,
am
young lady.
glad. My mother always prefers when people simply call me Carol.
I suspect you've heard what has happened to Aloysius Dawson.
No, what happened to him? I don't read newspapers. A mother always told me it's a bad thing to listen to gossip.
Do you need my medical attention?
Oh, please, sir. Do not waste your time with me. There is nothing to be worried about.
Don't be shy. It's my duty to take care of you.
Thank you, sir. Much obliged.
Goodbye, Carol.
Yep.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, she doesn't know what time of day it is. Okay, so does that conclude... It does conclude everybody in here, but not anybody in here. I should be able to find... It's this way. Let's go.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in. Yes?
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
We hold on despite the epidemic. Armed patrols have been seen in the vicinity for a few nights, but they stayed away from the dispensary.
How is Nurse Crane these days?
I don't know what you told her, what kind of deal you made, but Dorothea seems less anxious recently. Thank you for that, Dr. Reed.
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
What? Reed? Goodbye, Mr.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Good evening, Nurse. How should I address you? Dorothy? Dorothea? Miss Crane?
Dorothy is all right. If you don't mind me calling you Jonathan.
That's fine with me.
What can I do for you then, Jonathan?
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
We have a lot of diseases, and not all linked to the epidemic. Maybe you could provide medical help to those in need.
How are things going in the dispensary?
The dispensary is fine, but the situation in the streets is getting worse. Remember those men who attacked us the first time you came here?
Yes. Have they threatened you?
No, but I heard they now patrol the district every night. I even heard they chase out the sick families.
Do you need medical help, Dorothy?
I'm a professional nurse. Rest assured, I'll ask for your help if I need it.
Are you not afraid of dying? The epidemic is deadly and very contagious.
I'm more afraid of being locked in a cell. I've seen what most hospitals do to the sick staff. They keep them hidden to avoid panic.
Do you trust me?
You forced me to resign after you caught me trying to save a dying patient. Of course I trust you. You're a blackmailer, just like me.
I hope you've stopped jeopardizing this facility with your illegal business, Dorothy.
Yes, I have. Most of the time. But the blackmail money is too useful to stop it completely. I just target less dangerous people.
Who is the current victim?
I would rather you did not know. You are my client, not my accomplice. Besides, I'm much more cautious since the first time you found me.
Why did you blackmail Lady Ashbury? She's a generous person. You could have asked her for money directly.
She killed those patients, I'm sure of that. I know you like her, but that gingerhead has a taste for blood.
Tell me about yourself, Dorothy.
There is not much to say. My real name is Dorothea Crasciunescu. I was born in Romania, and I may have been the best nurse Pembroke ever had, before you fired me.
Do you regret your time at Pembroke?
I miss the energy. There was so much to do, so much to learn. Even though I was double-crossing the board, I felt I was part of something worthwhile there.
Do you think about going back to Romania? Once the war is over and the epidemic here has been contained.
Jonathan, this war will be over long before you will see any improvement in Whitechapel's sanitary situation.
That's a little bit of a roundabout way of saying that there's a lot of work even after the war is done.
Goodbye for now, Dorothy.
But she doesn't need help, because she's a pillar. And pillars don't get sick, as far as I understand it, because it's not a feature in the game.
Good evening.
You look ill. Well, there you...
Thank you.
Goodbye, Miss... Good evening, Ben.
I'm afraid not.
You don't seem well.
I always feel...
I can try to...
The war...
A gun? How are you?
I'm not your
Do you need assistance?
Please.
There you go.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young... Good evening.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed.
How do you feel?
I don't feel good, Doc.
You should recover quick.
Thank you.
Goodbye for...
You again?
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
I'm not easily scared, but crazy killers and armed patrols are lurking about. My son's right about this place.
Can I offer you?
Keep your med...
There is a thin...
All right.
Goodbye, Mr.
Fancy bite.
You never... How are the current conditions in Whitechapel?
When there's more people outside at night than during the day, then you've got to start to worry.
Do you need help?
To be honest...
I don't quite agree.
Really?
Goodbye for now. So...
I'm not bothered.
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I don't believe in miracles, but it seems the epidemic has been kept at bay for a few days.
Do you need any...
Yes, I do.
You'll feel better.
I'm not sure.
Goodbye, young. Good evening.
It's far.
Don't you...
Faith.
No doubt you...
Blessed with...
I have heard a... Good evening, Chris.
Change.
How are the conditions in Whitechapel these days?
When I think about all the people who died trying to reach England, it seems we escaped a war just to die on foreign shores, hated by all.
Do you need any... I am shocked.
Forgive me.
Goodbye, men.
Good evening, Doctor.
How are conditions in Whitechapel at the moment?
I always thought it was my role to reveal what really happens in these forgotten parts of London.
And you're not sure anymore?
Emptied coffins, cannibalism, walking dead. I'm trying to report the truth about what's going on, but no one believes it anymore.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor.
If you persist...
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr.
Yep. I figured, because I heard that door open and the door shouldn't open. Can I spy? There it is.
You still want more from Cristina?
When we spent the night together, my wallet went missing.
Are you calling me a thief? I don't have your stupid wallet.
I know you. You're a nice girl. Can't we solve this amicably?
No, I don't think so. And if you think you know me just because we shared the bed together, you're just a lousy and arrogant journalist.
Oh. He's a lousy and arrogant journalist. Interesting. Look at me skipping past the conclusions of the game.
Good evening, Chris.
Change your...
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Cristina.
Of course I stole it. But I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just wanted to sleep with me. Same as the others.
Perhaps Clayton is different. Maybe you two should talk. A conversation couldn't hurt.
I know what I am and what people call me. I sleep with men for money. If I can accept that, why can't he? No. My future is with the ones I love, not with Clayton Darby.
The ones you love? The money you stole is not for you, then?
My brother is still in our hometown in Romania. I am the only one who can buy him a ticket to England.
Tell me, Cristina, is it worth risking your health and your life for your brother's safety?
He's the only family I have left. I had to leave Romania without him. I can't be happy until he is near me again.
I understand your concern. I spent many months away from my family when I served on the front line in France.
Every time I write to him, I fear I won't receive an answer. It kills me to know he is still there.
England is perhaps not the best place in the world to live at the present time. Are you certain it's worth the sacrifice?
You think you know it all because you fought in the war. But my brother is no soldier.
I know. We all understand the risks to soldiers, but we don't necessarily recognize the civilian casualties caused by these conflicts.
Yes, wars are decided by rich men who will never take the risk of being shot, raped, or maimed.
Does your brother know what you do to earn the money to bring him here?
Don't be simple, of course not. And he must never know. Everything will be different once he is here with me.
You are a tough woman, Miss Popper. I admire that.
Each time I was going to give up, I would look at that scarf my brother gave me. It gave me enough strength for another day. And then, I lost it.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
It's an interesting thing. The storyline doesn't really focus on that. But I wonder how complicated it gets for people, for sex workers, who fall in love. Because I'm not going to say that she fell in love with him, but let's put it in those terms. I wonder how complicated it is for sex workers who fall in love with their clients to distinguish. I mean, it's probably not impossible to distinguish. It's just I'm just saying that it's a story that the game didn't tell, and yeah.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know that Cristina is hoping to pay for her brother to travel to England in the near future?
I see. No, she didn't tell me that. But that explains many things.
Do you believe she will ever see her brother again?
As long as the war rages in Europe, I'm afraid her chances of seeing her brother again are slim to none.
Tell me, Clayton, do you really think this young woman stole your wallet?
Cristina? Yes. I recently met her. A nice girl, despite her questionable conduct.
How exactly did you meet Cristina?
During my investigation, I offered my hotel room to her to rest and get away from the street.
And what happened?
The next morning, my wallet and my watch had disappeared. I suppose that's what you get for being a good Samaritan.
Clayton slept with Cristina Popper when he was supposed to interview her. It's the Sherlock Holmes thing that we could never see. If we don't read these things, we basically don't get that, because he didn't say that that's what he did. You can understand it like that, but if this is what actually happened, then it does paint his lines in a very, very different thing. I guess it's what you get when you want to be a good Samaritan. No, you are having sex with her for money. That is what happens, and it's the power imbalance thing. You have the power on your side because you have the money. What do you expect?
If you are going to sleep with a lady of the night, Clayton, I would advise you to be cautious.
I can't really be mad at her, though. She's just trying to survive. She doesn't have many options.
You did, though.
Was it wise to become so intimate with a woman you were supposed to interview, Clayton?
Maybe it was. But I have learned to look for the inner truth and beauty in people.
I know more than enough to understand your situation. For a reporter, you certainly lack impartiality.
I would have expected more open-mindedness from an educated man like you, Dr. Reed. If you have no further wisdom to impart, I shall take leave.
That didn't lock me out of anything.
Goodbye, Mr.
Pay me a glass and I'll be Jen.
Good evening.
Shane.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
Goodbye, miss.
There's still a hint there that is required. I don't know. Maybe it is possible to get it.